Hey, in the time that it takes you to watch this video, I would have generated 3 leads, and I'm about to prove it in this video. Stay tuned.
Look, insurance sucks. I'll just make it suck less.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Brad Hannon, and I started this channel to help agents like yourself polish their skills, make more sales, and ultimately make more money in the health insurance industry. In this video, I had a blast making some calls with a new agent. I don't always get to sit on the phone and make calls with new agents, but today I was walking out of the office. I heard a new agent we had in the office making some calls, and I thought, when I come back, I'm gonna have 20, 30 minutes. I'm gonna get on the phone and make some calls. One, because I love to do it personally, like it's just fun for me. But two, because I knew that there was a good training opportunity. So if you guys stay plugged in, you'll notice that the way that I'm generating these leads, the way that I'm calling these individuals, I mean, it is a cold call essentially. And you know, is there better uses of your time? Maybe, right? Is there easier way to start? Maybe, yes. But a lot of those ways require money. And so when we train a new agent, it's not required that any agent cold calls. Okay. So if you're looking to join the team, we don't require you to cold call. However, if somebody's never sold insurance before over the phone or never sold anything over the phone, we love to kind of train on the phone making cold calls. So listen, if that's not your cup of tea, no big deal. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars cold calling. Love to do it. TCPA compliant, of course, but check out this video. You're going to learn a few things about making dials, regardless whether you're calling leads or cold calls. And always, if you like this video, if there's something that speaks to you, make sure you hit that like button, drop a comment, smash the subscribe button. We're so close to 1,000. I could taste it. If this helps you, help us get to 1,000. Share this video. Let's make it happen. You know, where would you think those nerves come from? Like in reality, you got to get to the root of it. So where would the nerves come from, you think?
I'm not sure.
Like,
well, I mean, you're so new and not knowing what I'm doing, that's definitely a big factor.
So let's stop it right there, right? I'm nervous because I don't know what to do, okay? Well, here's the process, right? You've got step 1, initial call. Okay, because this is going to be a cold call. So here's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get info. We need zip, date of birth, current insurance, and honestly before this, so we're trying to get info, but the biggest thing is we're trying to generate interest. Okay, so on the initial call, interest and info is the only objective, right? Would you say you know how to get somebody's zip code?
Yeah.
Would you say you know how to get somebody's birth date?
Yeah.
Would you say you know how to ask somebody what insurance they have?
Mm-hmm.
Just like that. You don't have to understand the insurance. Just what insurance do you have? They could tell you that they have freaking Foresters or something, which is life insurance, not even health insurance. If you come back to me or Sean with that, that's still good, right? You're just trying to find out what they have, what insurance they have. So interest and info, and that's where your job stops, right? Because from there, we're going to have an appointment with that additional person, step 2, and then step 3, which can be done in step 2, hopefully an application. So this is what you're responsible for right now, okay? You do that portion, we'll do the rest. So back to the reason you're nervous. Now, when we do it like that, does it take a little bit of the nerves off?
A little bit.
So then maybe why else are we nervous? Other than the fact that I'm sitting right here. If I'm not sitting here and Sean's sitting right here, you're still nervous to make calls?
Maybe not.
Okay, so it's just me. And that's fine, right? I would be nervous too. I'm a lot. I'm just like a freaking, crazy person. I get it. But I'll be nice and I'm here to help you. So don't sweat it. It's going to call on your phone. So let me have your phone and I will put it on speaker. So we're just calling real estate agents, and knowing this, like, our job is to generate some interest. Okay. If you were going out with your girlfriends and you had a goal of trying to find a guy to buy you a drink or something, right? You're going to freaking want to generate some interest. It doesn't have to be on what you're trying to sell them. Okay, you want to generate some interest on just yourself. So when I get on the phone, you're going to see that I'm a lot. right? Like people are like, whoa, this guy's crazy. I'm just trying to take down their defense mechanisms. I'm just trying to sound different. I'm trying to lower their guard, and I'm trying to generate a little interest. Not in the product, right? Because as soon as I start talking about insurance, you've seen my brand, Insurance Sucks, right?
I have not.
Well, we got to show you that. But Sean and I have a podcast called the Insurance Sucks Podcast. There's a reason for it, right? Insurance does suck to the consumer. So if I'm trying to generate interest and I go in with, we have the most interesting health insurance policies, right? Nobody's interested in that. They're interested in you. So you've got to sound a little bit, you got to sound interesting, right? So let's just start making some calls. I'll kind of walk you through what I'm doing. I'm just going to call Florida. And right now we're calling real estate agents in the state of Florida. And our job here is to try to generate leads. I mean, this is, I got to swipe it.
You are now connected. Click begin dialing to start your session.
It's also a proven fact when you're dialing from an iPhone, you're going to generate more leads.
Really?
Don't listen to Sean. He's an Android guy, but. So, calling Kelly.
Hi, this is Kelly. I will be on vacation through
I'm not going to leave any voicemails. And plus, she's on vacation. I'm not going to leave any voicemails right now for you. I always kind of left a voicemail when I felt like it. Like if somebody's voicemail sounded like, oh, that person might be good to talk to, I'll leave voicemail. Hi, is this Missy?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Missy, this is Brad Hannon. How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, well, good. Listen, I was just reaching out because I work with a ton of real estate agents. You're a real estate agent, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I work with a ton of real estate agents, probably a lot of your colleagues actually, who are paying way too much for their health insurance. And I just didn't know if that might be your situation. Do you have coverage?
Yes, I do.
You do? Okay. And so you're not paying way too much for it?
No.
Oh man, how'd you figure that out? Because most people I know are.
My husband took care of it.
Does he get it through work or what?
Yeah.
Okay. And you don't know do you know what he pays for it, or you just know it doesn't come out of your account? So.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what I will say, Missy, and maybe this is the case, and I'm not going to burden you with too much, but what I will say is I've got your number right here. I'm going to shoot you my contact information. Okay, it's just going to be my name and number, health insurance guy. And when you go home and you talk to your husband, right, just say, hey, you know what? I talked to this guy today. He mentioned that maybe we are paying too much for the coverage that just is on you, because what a lot of employers do is they'll cover the employee at least like half of their coverage, half of their premium, but then they're paying the full cost, or your husband would be paying the full cost of adding you to that plan. And sometimes that's ridiculously expensive. So would you agree that if you go home and save your husband, let's just call it $100 a month, that's $1,200 a year, he'd be a happy man?
Oh, I'm sure he would.
Well, let's give it a shot then. That's all I'm asking. So I'm going to shoot you a text with my name and number, and I won't call you again. You can call me back if we find out that hey, it is pretty expensive to have coverage through my husband's employer, because a lot of times we do find that to be the case, and sometimes not the case, but you never know.
Okay, I sure will.
Awesome. Well, hey, I hope you're having a great day, by the way. You said you were, but it really sounds like you are. You sound like a happy person.
Yes, I am.
Well, good. All right, great. Have a great day, Missy.
All right, I hope you have a good day, too.
I certainly will. All right, we're
What the hell
two
was that?
calls
I
in.
never get that far in the conversation.
Nuh-uh. Is it this one?
813 number.
Donna Banks is not available.
There's not many.
But she says she has coverage through her husband.
I know, I do it all the time.
You should. All right, so this is Sean's client. You got to pan over to
You
Sean.
get his client, and then that far in the conversation.
Sean's client?
So that was Sean's client. That was Sean's
Are you
client.
charging her too much for her health insurance, Sean?
You should have told me. I would have DNC'd the number from the list now.
Usually every time you get somebody.
Whoops.
This is ridiculous now.
All right, so yeah, that's one of Sean's clients, but
813-720.
fuck, it's Sean's client, dude. Second call,
Out of
and we
how
call one
many
of Sean's.
thousands?
Sean's only got 10 clients. That's one of them. Oh, that's freaking awesome.
I was like, I know that voice, and then you said Missy. I was like, there's no.
That's nuts.
All right, let's go. That's hilarious.
Out of the thousands of them.
You better reach out to Missy. I'm about to steal your client.
Reached Joanne.
But you understand that was because I took her guard down. You know, I didn't go in and say, "Hi, Missy, this is Bradley Hannon with Healthcare Solutions team. The reason we're reaching out today, overly professional, right? Like, let's get out there, let's make some relationships, let's have some fun with it. Like, let's talk to people like they're people. You know, they are people, right? So my goal is just to move through as many of these as possible and then leave every call better than I found it, right? You know, like if you go into with like a heart of service, like I didn't know if Missy I didn't know if Missy could benefit off of what I was telling her or not. I was just doing it in hopes that, hey, maybe I help her out. Like maybe she is paying too much and, you know, finds out and we could shoot her a text and, you know, hey, if we would have and Sean wasn't here, we could steal his client and make you some money, but. Hey, Nicholas, this is Brad. How are you?
Good, how are you then?
Man, if I was any better, I'd be twins. That's a joke, man. Isn't that a good one? You didn't like that?
What's up?
All right, I won't waste your time, man. I was actually just reaching out because I work with a ton of realtors like you who are paying way too much for their health insurance. Does that sound like you?
Nope.
Are you paying anything? You paying anything for your health insurance? So some people are just going to be assholes, and you just got to deal with it. Never mind. I won't even say. I normally I'd call him back. Like I just get irritated when professionals hang up on professionals. Like that guy I could have probably coached that guy to make an extra 6 figures selling real estate, and I've never even sold it. But whatever. I just hate when professionals hang up on professionals. You know. So I would call him back and say, hey, I think we got disconnected. Like I've actually have great relationships with clients that started that way, and I reached back out because they hung up on me, and I said, hey, I think we got disconnected because, you know, surely you wouldn't hang up. Hey, is this Sean?
Yes.
Sean, how are you today?
I'm good. What is this?
My name is Bradley Hannon. I was actually just reaching out because I work with a lot of real estate agents like yourself who are paying way too much for their health insurance. Does that sound like you?
No, but thank you.
Wow. Hey, no problem. I'm just curious, Sean. So what I would say there is I talk to a lot of people every day that are paying way too much. And who is it that you're with? Like, just inquire, right? Be inquisitive. It's not, you know, if somebody hangs up, it's just, I mean, like, if I'm trying to take, I always relate this stuff to like dating and you know, whatever. But like, if I'm playing the game of dating and I'm trying to get a girl to go out with me, like, I don't want anybody that's forced to go out with me, right? Like, I don't want anybody to be forced to be on this date. Hey, is this Terry?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Terry. Well, you sound jolly today. How are you? Should I even ask?
Doing great. How are you?
If I was any better, I'd be twins. My name is Bradley Hannon. I was actually just reaching out here. I work with a ton of real estate agents who are paying entirely too much for their health insurance, and I figured that might be your situation too, Terry.
Yeah, no, I'm set on it. Thank you, though.
Hey, no problem. I'm just curious, who is it that you're covered with? Because I don't honestly hear that very often.
Yeah, well, I'm never happy with any insurance, but Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Yeah, right. You're never happy with any insurance, but you also don't have time to deal with this right this second. And I just called you completely out of the blue, so I totally get it. You know, there's a very good chance that I could help you. I'm never overpromise, but there's a very good chance that I could help you out depending on your situation. Is there a better time I can call you, or do you have 2 minutes right now just to figure out if there's anything I can do?
I just got set up, and I'm, you know, been through it all already. So, but I appreciate it.
So,
thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So if you just got set up, okay, that coverage is going to be good through the end of the year. So you got set up 6 months before. Yep, I'm still here. I was just saying you just got set up. That coverage is going to end in 6 months anyways, right? So you're going to have to, quote unquote, get set up again. If you work with an agent.
I'm good right now. This just isn't a good time. Thank you.
Yeah, give me a. I knew that was coming. So when I have a conversation like that, though, right? Blue Cross Blue Shield, hung up before I could get too much info. I normally have what I like to do, just, sorry, that's your phone, not mine.
It's in the box, please.
Here, let me just take a pause real quick, because this will be easier. Do you have a Word document?
Please leave your
What I would do,
message for
like, let's say I talk to Stacy and she's interested, or even if she's not interested, right? Like that Terry lady, she is not set. Whatever. Hi, Stacy. This is Bradley Hannon with Healthcare Solutions Team. I was actually just reaching out because I work with a ton of realtors in your area who are paying way too much for their coverage. Didn't know if that might be your situation. If it is, feel free to give me a call back at this number, and I'm happy to help out. Thanks a lot. Bye. So pause. Let's say that person was interested, whatever. I would just copy and paste that. You can literally just like when you hit copy, and you can paste it right here, and then right under it, I just go notes. Like, I'm trying to type here. Note, and then I'll put all of the info in, right? Spoke. So Terry, I caught her at a bad time. That was very clear. She's a very nice lady, right? But you've got to like kind of decipher the code. The code is she's saying, hey, now's not a good time, right? But I don't hate you. It's not your fault. Like, insurance does suck. I really don't want to go through it again. You're fighting an uphill battle, talking about insurance to somebody anytime, because insurance sucks. We just make it suck less, right? So as long as you understand that and you don't take this thing as personal, it's like, it's whatever, right? Like, I know Terry loves me, and I know Terry would love me even more if she spent 10 minutes with me to look at her coverage, but, I didn't get that opportunity yet, but I will. Make sense?
Yeah.
You just follow up down the road. Next week, hey, Terry, I reached out to you last week. Hey, Terry, I reached out to you last week, and, you were extremely busy. I'm just not convinced that,
This is Carla Dale.
that Blue Cross Blue Shield option is the best option for you, so I wanted to follow up. Now, you're not a stranger.
Good afternoon, this is Sean.
Hey, Sean, this is Bradley Hannon. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing extremely well. Listen, if I was any better, I'd be twins. I just, I wanted to reach out. I work with a ton of real estate agents. You're a real estate agent, right?
I am.
So I work with a ton of real estate agents who are, just paying astronomical rates for their health insurance and don't realize that there's other options out there. So I just wanted to touch base and see if that might be your situation.
Yes.
Well, how did I guess? I don't know. I think everybody in our country is paying too much, because if you're paying any amount of money, it's too much. But what's your situation? Do you have coverage, or?
I don't.
Oh, wow.
I've been looking though, so yeah, I've been looking. So, but this is actually not a good time. I'm actually on vacation, and so I might lose you.
Oh my goodness.
Will you be able to call me sometime next week?
100%. And I would never in a million years let somebody talk about health insurance to me on their vacation. So don't sweat it. I'm going to follow up with you next week. What's your email address? I'm going to shoot you an email too with my contact information so you have it. That's in the event I might forget.
Okay, just go ahead and give me a call next week, and then we can discuss all that later.
Fair enough. And where are you out on vacation, by the way?
Bonita Springs.
Okay, so a little staycation almost, in staying inside the state of Florida?
Yes.
I hear you. Well, enjoy, and I will talk to you next week, okay?
Awesome, thank you.
All right, thank you. You have a great day.
You
Bye.
too. Bye.
So that's
Your session has been paused.
a lot of what you're looking
Click
for,
resume
right?
to continue your session.
Like you get 10 of those a day that tell you to call them back next week. You're in a really good spot, right? Like that name and number. The reason insurance agents fail is because they don't have enough people to talk to. They don't have enough leads. They don't, so right now in the beginning, we're just trying to trade time for, leads. You can trade money for leads, or you can trade time, and most people don't have the money to, go buy $500 a week worth of leads.
Call has been forwarded to an
Actually,
automated
I
voice
would believe that
messaging
most
system.
people don't have the money not to, but we'll get that after your first sale. I feel like this is helpful.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Robin Carradini with Donahue.
So knowing that we're just trying to have a little bit of a conversation, get some information, take it as.
Good afternoon, this is
Hey, John, it sounds like you got your hands full. You at the kids' park or something?
No, we're just took a couple of days off.
Oh, man.
Lounging around at the pool.
Well,
What's up?
you can't beat that. I just actually got back from Orlando doing the same thing. So I just got off the phone with a client that was on vacation. I told her I would not let her talk about this subject on vacation. So I'll be quick. All right. I'm a health insurance agent, and I work with a ton of realtors like you who are paying way too much for insurance, health insurance. Didn't know if that might be your situation. If it is, I'll just touch back when you're not freaking on vacation. You know what I mean?
Oh, I got you. Yeah, we're both on Medicare, and I have supplements.
Oh yeah, you're set.
For me, I'm good.
You're set.
Covered.
You're
But
set.
Thank you very much.
You don't sound a day over 50, by the way.
Yeah, well, try 25 years old.
Well, if you're on Medicare, obviously, but I'll take you off our list here. But I appreciate your time and enjoy your days off. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. So again, I'm leaving every call better than I found it. If I can make somebody smile, if I can make, whatever. Like you can break through resistance from people either by making them laugh, by making them, believe you're an expert. It's really hard to do that right out of the gate though. Like, how do I let somebody know I'm the best in the world? I am the best in the world at selling health insurance, but how do I let somebody know that in 2 seconds on the phone? I don't. So I get them to laugh. I get them to.
Hi, this is Mary Ellen Kavanuski. Please leave your name. Please leave your message for 5.
Hello,
Hi, is this Heather?
this is her,
The one and only, right?
the one and only.
I love it. I love it. So listen, this is the one and only Brad Hannon, and you can look me up. That's real truth. I am an expert in health insurance, and I work with people like you who are paying way too much for their coverage. I didn't know if that was your situation.
It is definitely not my situation. I'm like with my husband. Sorry.
And is he getting coverage through his employer or something? Yeah.
He works for a big. Yep, and we get nice insurance through them. Sorry.
No, you don't be sorry. I'm happy that you're in a good spot.
I actually love the way you market yourself to begin with.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm training a new agent here. I would love your feedback. So, what do you typically stay on the phone with, quote unquote, we'll say a telemarketer? I mean, I'm not a telemarketer by any means. I'm a professional, but I do market myself by the telephone. So do you typically stay on the phone with strangers?
No, that's why I said I like the way you started out.
So what was the difference from your perspective?
Well, honestly, as a realtor, I thought you were another realtor, and I was just trying to get in touch with somebody, and I thought it was.
Yep, understood. Well, I won't waste any more of your time. I really appreciate you taking the call, and I'll take you off the list here. If you ever do need anything, this isn't my direct line, but this is the agent I'm training, and she, by the time I'm done training, will be the best in the business. So if you have any questions about your current coverage, anything changes, retirement, whatever the case may be, we work with, majority of our clients are real estate agents, so we know the situation well, and we'll be happy to take care of you, okay?
All right, thank you. Bye.
Thanks, Heather.
Listen, like I mentioned, I hope you find a few nuggets in there that can help you when you're calling leads or cold calling. Don't hesitate to reach out. Also, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next. We know that these live training, these live call sessions are a hit. Hope you like this one. We want to know what you want to see next.
I'm a health insurance hustler, Bradley Hannon's the name. I'm here to teach these agents how to play the game. I'm a health insurance hustler, one thing you should know about me. I'm a health insurance hustler, BradHannon.com.